My next-door neighbor knocks on his front door each time before he leaves his house. It used to bother me until I found out why. I moved into this apartment about a year ago. The rent was decent, the location was great. The walls, though, paper thin. I can hear my neighbor's microwave eat. I can hear him sneeze, so you can imagine how clear a fist pounding on a door sounds. It started my first week there. Around 7 in the morning, I heard it. 3 loud knocks. Boom, boom, boom. Then his door opened and closed, and his footsteps faded down the hall. I figured someone had knocked for him. A carpool buddy or something. Didn't think twice. Then it happened again at lunch. Same 3 knocks, same door, same footsteps. Then again around 6 that evening, and the next day, and the day after that. Every single time that man left his apartment, I heard 3 knocks. First, no exceptions. Here's the thing. I work from home. My desk shares a wall with his entryway, so I wasn't just hearing this once in a while. I was hearing it 4, 5, 6 times a day. Knock, 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 door, knock, 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 door. It got in my head. I'd be on a work call and flinch every time it started. At first, I assumed someone was knocking for him, but one afternoon, I looked through my people right as it happened. The hallway was empty. Nobody out there. The knocking was coming from inside his apartment. He was knocking on his own door from the inside before opening it, and I noticed a pattern. The knocking only happened when he left, never when he came home. He'd come back all day long. Groceries, gym bag, takeout, and the hallway stayed dead quiet. But every single exit got 3 knocks first. That detail bugged me more than anything. I started making up theories. Maybe it was a superstition, like knocking on wood before going out into the world. Maybe he was testing if the door was locked, so that made no sense. My roommate had her own theory. She said he was saying goodbye to a ghost. She'd wave at the wall every time we heard it. Bye, ghost. It became a whole bit in our apartment, but honestly, it was driving me crazy. Months of this. I even thought about leaving a note. Something polite like, hey, no big deal. Just curious about the knocking. I typed it up twice and deleted it twice. It felt too weird. What do you even say? Why do you knock on your own door, sir? Then last week, it finally happened. I was taking out the trash and his door opened at the same time. There he was. Mid-40s, friendly face, holding a leash. And at the end of that leash was the oldest, grayest golden retriever I have ever seen. Sweet face, cloudy eyes, tail swaying slow and steady like a metronome. I don't know what came over me, but I just asked. I said, hey, random question, but I hear knocking before you leave sometimes. Everything okay? He laughed, kind of embarrassed, rubbed the back of his neck. Then he said, oh, that's not for me. That's for her. He pointed at the dog. She's 14. Went completely deaf last year. Before that, she walked him to the door every time he left. Every single time. For 13 years. She'd hear him grab his keys and she'd already be there, tail wagging like crazy, waiting for her goodbye pat on the head. It was their thing. Then her hearing went and everything changed. She couldn't hear the keys anymore. Couldn't hear the door. She'd sleep right through him leaving. And then she'd wake up alone and panic. He said the first time it happened, he came home to her crying at the door. The neighbor on his other side told him she'd been pacing and howling for an hour, checking every room over and over. The vet said that to her, it probably felt like he just vanished. No goodbye, no warning, just gone. So he started experimenting. Waving at her before leaving didn't work if she was asleep. Flipping the lights on and off didn't wake her either. Then one day he stomped his foot and her head popped right up. She felt it. The vibrations. That's when he figured it out. Now, every time he leaves, he knocks on the door. Hard. 3 times. The vibrations travel through the floor, and wherever she is in that apartment, she feels it. She wakes up. She trots over. She gets her goodbye pat, and she watches him walk out the door, tail wagging, because now she knows. He's leaving, and that means he's coming back. He said she hasn't cried once since he started doing it. Not one single time. Then he told me one more thing. There's a sticky note on the inside of his door. It says, knock first, she's waiting. It's not a reminder for him. It's for the dog sitter, for his mom when she visits, for anyone who might ever walk out that door without saying goodbye to her. I heard the knocks this morning at 7, 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom. And I just sat there at my desk with my coffee, picturing that old gray dog lifting her head off the floor and patting over for her goodbye. And I swear I almost lost it before my first meeting.